Welcome to Luthier's Tips, Tools and Training from Crimson Guitars. I'm Ben Crove, I'm a guitar builder, and we're in my home studio at the moment. I'm on a journey learning how to do things that relate to guitar building that are from other disciplines. And at the moment, I am putting together or completing a guitar that I started as an experimental platform quite some time ago. I drilled some holes in the side to see just how much weight could be removed through doing that. Not very much. Last week you saw me making some very cool pickup surrounds. So we've got a variety of different materials: bronze, aluminium, silicon carbide powder. These didn't work quite so well. It's glitter essentially. The bronze and the aluminium ones are now available on the website already. And this channel is not going to descend into just molds and casting, but it is a very interesting, it affords many very interesting possibilities. And I, on this guitar, want to make some cold cast aluminium backplates for it. Now I've got the original, I've got some wooden patterns that fit. I don't want to go through the process of making a silicon rubber mold or something like that. I'm going to use sand casting techniques and mix that with resin. I should get an interesting texture, should be fairly quick, and well, let's do it. Burn it. The first thing to do is make sure that your pattern is finished to the correct level. Now I'm going for a textured finish on this, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but you know, sanding, it's fun. Why not? I'm going to be using Delft clay, so basically sand casting clay to pour the resin into. Anybody who's done this sort of thing before will have gone, the horror, and you're right. If I pour resin directly into the clay, basically a layer of sand will stick to the outside of whatever I cast, and it'll look like the clay or the resin. Now, if I used something like plasticine, for example, you could make a temporary mold using that. I could use plaster of Paris and then mold release stuff. Yeah, mold release is scary. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh my God. I am going to use Delft clay, but I'm going to have an interstitial layer between the part and the clay. And that layer is actually the whole point. I'm going to use some domestic cling film. You've probably all seen this incredible finish on guitars where you spray some wet paint on a guitar and then dab it with a ball of cling film and you get a very cool effect. I want that, but physical. So welcome to, this is Orson. He's my middle child. Best of both worlds? No? No. We have a tray. Orson is my glamorous assistant for the day. We got a bag of Delft clay. We're gonna pummel this into submission and see what happens. Okay, so the plan is to push this down as flat as possible. Hold on. There's too much give in the bottom of the tray. Gosh darn it. Okay. This is a far more solid tray, but I'm going to do this in a different, with a different technique. I want a pattern on the cling film. And we're going to, the clay sticks to itself. So this is hopefully going to work. I can create a very solid chunk around the thing and then get a spatula, flip it upside down, and we've got a quick and dirty mold, or you won't see the video. So I'm going to do, or we're going to do this sort of properly. Now, the cling film is going to make the texture that I want, so I'm going to spin it create a bit of character, essentially, and I'm going to do this with both of these. I love using random things from
household life.
Household life, just kitchens and, you know, bits and pieces. Ooh, that's a tool that could do X, Y, or Z. And then I'm going to use 1/2
of an actual sand casting mould.
Exactly.
I don't know why we didn't use this in the first place.
Because it was in the van, and things in the back of the van sort of just
disappear.
Well, cease to become something that you think about. What we want to do is put a fine layer of this. So it needs to be broken up and declumped. Although again, texture is what we want, so I'm not too worried. We could do it better. We could run it through a sieve, although, hey, I think the oil makes that
impossible.
Yeah, not a tenable thing. And now we just fill. Okay, so we don't have enough Delft clay to fill this particular container all the way up to the top. So we're packing it in as tight as we can and hoping that when I flip it over, the clay will just sit suspended and will do what we need it to.
And not snap.
Well, the clay is going to stay in the container. We're just flipping it upside down so that we can then pour into the thing. Yeah, I hope that nothing snags. I hope it works, and that this will be good. Those have left, and we have two not very good. Oh. Actually, do you know what? It's not bad. I like that pattern. This bit here it's a little bit too close to the edge. Okay.
If this falls, I'm going to cry.
Don't cry. Okay.
Carefully.
Yeah, we don't want to jar it.
That'll be jarring.
Okay. Now, I haven't run this as a test before, so it very well might be... Okay. What I should have done, and what I was planning on doing, was gluing something to the back edge of these templates, or patterns. Let's pour some resin. I don't know if the resin is going to stick to the cling film or not. It's a polyurethane resin. Orson, go. We need 50 grams. I need to work out maths. 50 grams of that, 50 grams of this. Actually, 75 grams. Let's go less.
So that's okay.
Okay, stop. Very close. 74 will do. And this is very fast acting. So we've got 150 grams. I've changed, and this is a pot of aluminium powder. And you need to have basically a 1-to-1.
Now do I mix?
We're at 125.
147.
That's about right. I've got far more of this than I need, but I would rather have more now and and have it work. Okay, so I'm going up against the edges, hopefully getting rid of any clumps. The pot life of this resin is only 2 minutes, i.e. I've got to pour it within 2 minutes of combining the part A and part B. Yep. Okay, so
Pray for us. Let's hope it gets in all the cracks.
let's hope that my bench is,
Level enough.
yeah. I think I put a tad too much in the first one. It's something that's easy to sand down though.
Thank God. Welcome to Crimson Guitars. I'm Orson. I'm not quite a guitar builder yet, but I'm going to be taking over for now.
Eventually. You're going to be taking over eventually. I think the cling film's probably stuck. I think the cling film is probably stuck to the resin, but I don't mind. Go on then.
Let's hope this... Oh?
Aha!
Oh, this one.
No,
No?
there's bits and pieces that are sort of folded over inside, but that's not a problem. Okay. That is pretty cool.
Just loads of little bits of
Yeah.
crimson.
Okay, so this is still flexible. So I'm going to put it down on the workbench, put it flat, and leave it to fully harden off. There is still some cling film that has been eaten, but that's not too much of an issue. It will come away. What I would like to do is basically take a rasp to it and get a little bit,
Oh, that top layer on.
yeah. So we've still got our,
Texture.
yeah, the cool texture, but also the aluminium is coming through. I'm getting a very cool texture. And next time we know just how much detail can be taken, so just a single layer of cling film will absolutely do. While I'm cleaning up the first ones, Orson's doing another batch. Because why not?
We're going to be doing 40 instead of 75.
I'm going to be able to retire soon.
Not so fast.
Obviously, normal backplates don't have to be quite so thick.
Good to get that tip.
I've gotten rid of some of the texture, sanded it down to 320. I can and will buff this, so it's actually going to be relatively shiny. But for now, let's see what Orson's done.
I think it's worked a second time. Just peel this off. Now, there wasn't as many folds, so I think this should come off perfectly fine.
Wow, you've got still
Quite a lot
of texture. Crikey, I really over egged the pudding on the other one.
Mm.
And that's still grabbed some, so we'd have to do the same process, sand it down. You could put a resin with bronze powder, for example, in the cracks and sand that back. That could look pretty cool. Okay, this material is opening up so many possibilities and thoughts and ideas and plans and schemes in my head. I'm in love. We're going to get it on the guitar that you could win still if you're watching this as the video's going out. Here is the guitar as it currently is. Now those pickup surrounds, the winner of the guitar will be able to choose to have these aluminium ones or the beveled cold cast bronze or aluminium ones that I made. I've got a very, very good idea, I think, or at least fun idea to fill these holes. That's the next video, but in the short term, here we are. I am very, very happy with how these have turned out. It's a fun process. It's a very cool look, in my opinion. The texturing matches the sort of weathered, knotty elm bodywood, and yeah, overall, I'm very pleased. As a production thing, making a proper mould in silicone rubber or whatever means that you could do this multitudinous times. I want to know if watching me play around with cold cast, bronze and aluminium, etc., has given you any ideas, anything that is applying to your guitar building or guitar repair. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe. Don't forget, for a few more days, this guitar is available to be yours. There is still a massive sale going on at Crimson Guitars. The pickup surrounds are now on the website available for sale, and I really appreciate your support, both here on the channel and monetarily through crimsonguitars.com and dailyguitardraw.com. Thank you very much. Have fun. I'm going to start carving the things in the holes. Oh yeah.